Hey dear friends, welcome back again. We are so happy you popped over again to see what we are up to today. Of course, for everyone who is new here, welcome. We are Janny and Dyanne and we hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, of course, we hope you take a little bit of inspiration with you. For everyone who is here and is not subscribed to our channel, we hope you will click the red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up and tick the bell so you will be notified every time we upload new DIYs. Like we always say, enough talking, let's jump into today's inspiration.
Hey everyone, Dyanne here with a new video from Decor Easy for you guys. Today we're going to do some regular decor, so decor which you can put in every kind of season, in any kind of home. Of course, if you know us, we're going to work with tumbling tower blocks again. If you're new, these tumbling tower blocks are from an online web shop which sell party supplies. They're €3 and then you get 45 pieces. This is how large they are, and they're pretty good to work with. However, sometimes we have an issue, at least, you get them new from the package, you put glue on it, you put them against each other, and they won't stick. I call that greasy wood. And I have no idea how it comes. They come straight from the package, you don't have to touch them, and well, that's a really disadvantage. But you can easily solve that by just adding some more wood glue, wait a few minutes and then push it together. But for the rest, they're really good. The price is good. You can buy them online, as I said, from a party supply shop, since this is a game which you can play at parties. Jenny and I buy them in huge batches, then we stash our storage room full of it so we can craft for the future. Well, I think that was enough talking. Let's go and start crafting. Today's plan is that we're going to make barn doors. I want to make 3. Which you can put beside each other, and of course we need wood glue for this job. This is glue that Jenny and I use. We buy this at Action, a Dutch shop similar to Dollar Tree. They also have stores now, I believe, in Belgium, France and Germany, I guess, and they still sell really good stuff, really everything. And also this wood glue is really cheap for Dutch standards. It lasts long and it's super strong as well. Okay, well, first let's determine how big we want the barn doors to be. At least I think, we have to see how large we want them to make. I think 4 high and 6 wide, but that's how I see it now. Just going to lay all the blocks beside each other. Oops. Let's throw with it. And then 6 more. I'm using 2 blocks to hopefully put it together a little bit better. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's use the hands then. Okay, well, just doing it roughly. This will be 1 door. However, I want to make a silhouette around, and I think that's not going to work because it's too wide. I think we're going to put something extra upon it, because we can reach this, you see, and then we go around, and then I guess I'm missing 1 block. Yes. That's why measuring is important. Oh, I'm missing another block because I can't go down right now. Well, that's going to be quite huge doors. I really love barn doors, by the way. You see people having them at home. Those sliding doors, you know. Wow, really nice for a dining room or a dressing room. But I already have doors in my home. I'm not going to renew them. There. And then the idea is to, well, you can do it like this. Divide by 2. Or divide by 3. With this, yeah, it can be an option. And this is, I think, too big. You see, because we all have one block here, and then suddenly you would have two here. So that I'm not preferring that option. Well, you have to determine where the two blocks will be. I think personally I like this better. Just 2 and then 3 layers like that. And then we're going to make this 3 times, you know. So I will pop open an extra package of blocks. Oh, come here, you. There's a really annoying piece of tape already, or always here on this side. Because we need quite some blocks for the one door. And I think opening up an extra package is enough. This is how they pack them. Completely in plastic. Of course, that's necessary so you can get dry blocks from the shipping overseas or wherever they come from. Must be China, I guess. Most of these things come from China. Does it say where they come from? Yeah, made in China, of course. Okay. This is always a fun thing to do. I find that really satisfying. I don't know why. As I said, I'm going to make 3 of these, which we can put beside each other, and we're not going to glue them together. I want to have 1 in the center and then 2 standing a little bit like that. Okay, I think enough said for now. What I'm going to do is gluing 1 door together. How I like to glue, I will explain to you. I know I can't make 3 doors on 1 crafting mat, so I have another one for the next step. Let's lay these aside here. How I like to do it is leave this row laying down flat. Just put them aside a little bit. And then we go all the way up until every block has been rotated for 45 or 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 indeed. 360 is a whole rotation. Then we grab our glue. What I'm going to do is just shake the glue down first. And sometimes the nozzle gets stuck, but that's my own fault because I forget to put the cap on now and then. Then I'm going to use glue, oops, stay there you, on each side of the block. Doesn't have to be super much, and it's pretty warm today. Sun is shining, so I don't have to wait very long for this to dry. But if it is a little bit colder, a little bit more humid, I suggest wait a couple of minutes before you attach them all together. I think that letting the glue set in is a very good idea. And the drying time, the strength of the joint of the glued parts will be better. I can also do this already. Just put these all up. Here, here, and here. Oops. Glue there, 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 here, there as well. Doesn't have to be super much. There isn't that much strength on these. Now, time to put the cap on. Otherwise, the nozzle might get stuck. You can wait a couple of minutes, but I'm going to glue straight away. Now you only have to let these fall down. Do not push too hard yet. That will come in the next step. Just lay them behind each other. And it goes really easy doing it like this. This is my way of gluing. Of course, you can do it differently. But for me, this works the easiest, the cleanest, and the fastest way. And after this whole, oops, gluing process is over, I'm going to outline the blocks before we let them dry even more. And that's the good thing about the wood glue, in my opinion. You can just take your time to put everything into the right place, just in the position as you want it. And while working with hot glue, yeah, it's really efficient. You can work quick with it, but the quality of the glue, it's hard to pick a good glue stick. Oh, let's do you as well. And yeah, you can't move around your object after you glued it down, because then the glue starts to harden and you can't move your DIY anymore for your project. Well, this is the base for one door. I grabbed 2 extra blocks from my stash because we're going to outline. First, press this side. Do not push too hard, otherwise the blocks in the center might just pop up. A little bit is enough. You see here they start popping upwards. Now we're outlining the blocks in one straight line. Then we let that dry, and then I'm going to glue the sections in between. So we get the back part or base part of the door. Oh, it's really drying fast today. Let's do these as well. Just put a little bit tension and then outline. And that really improves the quality of your project, in my opinion. This is already pretty straight. This one isn't. Now it is. There. Now you can just reuse those. You might see glue popping up here. No big deal. You can scrape it off with a damp cloth, but I prefer my finger. But that's just me. And you won't see it anymore because this glue dries up transparent. Yeah, I let this dry for a couple of minutes. I think 10 is enough for today because the glue is drying pretty fast. And then I'm going to put glue here in between, put these together and lay these on top. And then I'm moving over to the next door. Everything now is dry. This is how they turned out. I made 3 of them, and yeah, I separated them because I want them to stand out like this, but I don't want to glue them together because I don't know if you want to have pinch them together like this or a little bit space in between. You can do it like this. You can literally do everything with these barn doors. Now, I have this huge bag of Scrabble letters. They came in packages from Action. Don't know what I paid for it anymore. They're still available at this moment. I believe just 1 or 2 euros, and then you get a bag around this size here. And I want to make Home Sweet Home. So that's why I sorted out the letters for that job. And I'm in a little bit of doubt if I want to have it like this or that I want to have them in between. And you can also make a variation putting it up, down, and up again. I really like that idea. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's easy. You grab your wood glue for this job, and then you start, at least I like to do that. I start out with gluing the middle part. Oh, I think that the nozzle is stuck. Now, taking a look at it. Yeah, I have to grab myself a needle to reopen it. You start out with the centered ones, and then you work your way outwards. That's how I like to do it, because then I know that I can glue in a straight line. Okay, let's start with the first one. Move these aside. I think the easiest way to do this is take these out rotate them. And then I'm just applying a dot of glue on the center part. There, there, oops, that's quite a lot. There, there as well. Now I'd like to start with the two center pieces. Let's rub them gently together because one really has a lot of glue. I think I'm going to regret this amount of glue. Okay. Gently going to place them where I want them to be. Which is here. And then I'm adding the rest, like so. Give them a gentle push and outline them carefully. There we go. Time to do the rest. I'm doing the same as I did this, and yeah, be careful with the amount of glue. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, I had this, I believe, in all the years of Deco Easy 1 or 2 times before. I thought the camera was filming. Let's stabilize it a little bit more. But it wasn't, so I really was talking for I think about 5 minutes, and I also did some waxing here, as you can see, upon one part of the door. Now I've got to explain everything again. I'm really sorry. What I wanted to tell you is that all the glue is dry. Here, you see. And we're going to beeswax it. And therefore I have this beeswax that Jenny and I use. Comes from a Dutch drugstore, and I have this jar for many years because it lasts super long. I also have a separate bag of brushes, and these are 2 of them. I have a smaller one, and here is the bigger one. And yeah, most of the people here in the Netherlands, especially elderly people, use beeswax to protect their dark oak wooden furniture. But we are going to craft with it, so that's what we like to do. I already did a piece here, as you can see, and let me hold this up. What I do is that I first, but I already did that now, dab my brush into the jar, and then I dab the excess beeswax off in the lid. And you still see that there is quite a lot of beeswax upon the brush, so we need to get rid of that in a later stadium, or just by doing this. Let me wipe it there. There. Here's some more. And this one isn't so bad. No. Okay, let's put you back. I think the easiest way is to start working from the inside to the outside part. So first, that's why I have the smaller brush. Divide the wax here around the edges into the corners. Don't forget to do the edges of the letters. And the letters themselves. Ah, well, now I'm busy. Let's rub it in here as well. Okay, well, that was one part. Let's move around to the other part here. Do the edges, the corners, and I'm just rubbing my brush back and forth, but I try to follow the line of the wood. Now let's bring the brush in. And also just rub back and forth, that works well. Just do whatever you like, okay? Now let me just, whoops, wipe those corners clear again. And the last part that we're doing is, maybe this works the best, just rub back and forth in small circles. But that really depends on your brush, on the wood that you're using, on the size of the project, really on many things. Just find out what works for you. I think this works for me today, but of course that might be different from your craft. Okay, now you can see the difference between the beeswaxed door and the non-beeswaxed door. Personally, Jenny and I like this stained worn color a lot, but that's completely personal. You can paint this in every color that you want. That's totally up to you. I'm going to let this dry. That will take a while. It will take some time, take a while for it to dry. I suggest about a few hours. Well, back again. I'm still missing something about these barn doors, and that's the the farmhouse barn style. And I had the idea to grab yourself a skewer and also a cutting tool and just do this, you know? I measured. If it fits, just cut off one piece, and it does. Well, just this is the leftover piece. You can see if you also want to do this, but that is really up to you. This one doesn't fit either, but I'm just showing you what you can do. If you want to do it, I suggest first cut off this part and then move over the next part. Or you can just do this. And then, for example, if you have the next door, do it like this. And for door number 3, oh no, I had to do it this way, there, and then for the other one you can do this, or you can all put them to one side. That is totally up to you. Okay, I'll be using this part here as a guidance line. Just take out 2 new ones. Laying them against each other, and now I'm going to, rotate it. I'm going to cut them all in the same length. There, and now they all should fit. This one fits. This one fits, and then the last one was the original one. That fits as well. And I'm really in doubt if I also want to do the other side. Let me just cut this one first in the same length. You can always, you know, leave it out. This one goes here, and the other one, you can easily glue that one on top. I think I'm doing it. So just take out 2 more. What is the bottom side? This one is the flat bottom side. I think these things are made out of bamboo, but I'm not completely sure. And there we go. There we have enough sticks. Lay out all these doors. Oh, this one is too long. Okay, then I'm just taking off a small part. Now it fits. Perhaps this one is longer than the rest. I'm just taking out another small part. No, they're all the same sizes. Okay, no big deal then. And I think I'm gluing them all down. This one is larger than the other 2. See, they all fit in. I don't have to cut, and now I suddenly had to cut. Okay, I'm pretty much satisfied with this actually. Let's just move the rubbish over. And I'm really in doubt how I'm going to do this. Wood glue, I guess. Grab out your wood glue again. Taking these out. Oh, the nozzle isn't stuck. Just pour the glue upon the stick and let it fall down there. And the other one, we can't put it over. And I have to guess, where do they cross each other? And there I'm leaving a dot of glue. And this should work. Okay, that is it actually. This will dry up transparent as I said, and yeah, no big deal so far. This has to dry a little longer because this is beeswaxed. Actually, I should have applied it before beeswaxing, but I wasn't completely aware of that I wanted this. I'm also going to glue down the other two, and then we wait, I think, for at least 2 hours to let everything dry. Okay, after a long drying time, the toothpicks or the wooden sticks are dry. Not the toothpicks, they're too large for toothpicks. The wooden sticks are dry, and I also beeswaxed them, so everything now has the nice same color. And I'm still wondering, how can I finish this whole thing off? I think just by adding some greenery. I have two options. I have these leaves here. Of course, I will cut the leaves off. And I also have this branch of green with white. But I think this has a cool color and this here has a nice warm color. I think I like this combination more. So let's see what we can make out of it. I still have two of these, and I also have my hot glue gun here at the ready. Let me start off with one. Let me guess, how many leaves do I have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we can't apply the same amount, but we can cut them off just like this to create some leaves that we can put on the doors. And this greenery is also suitable for every kind of the year. Okay, let me just start with the middle one. I'm going to turn it over. Okay, I think I'm just adding a little bit of the larger ones at the back, and then some smaller ones here at the front or something. You see something like this. I think that will be nice. Then you have a really nice touch of green. Yeah, I like that. I'm also going to cut off other pieces so I can work quickly and clean. Oops. That one fell down. Okay, let's assemble them all here. Now we start with the gluing. I put the power cable on, as you can see, so hopefully I can reach my project. How I like to glue, I grab my scissors. Then here at the back you see some plastic. Can you see it? I'm going to glue straight upon that plastic part. And then just pushing it down gently. If this is too hot, I suggest just use your scissors. But I need to use my scissors because there's a really big clump of glue hanging over there. Just pour it down. We can get rid of that later. Okay, the next one. Add the glue. Make sure it's hot enough. And then we gotta work quickly. Put it on. If it's too hot, use scissors or finger protectors. And now the last two, and then we have a nice touch of green. The only thing that we need to do then, to make them stand up, is attach some blocks on the back part of your door. And by doing that, we can make them stand up straight without tumbling over. Oh, come on, you. Yes, there we go. Look, isn't this super sweet? Okay, all the greenery is done. Time for the last step. If you're lucky, they can stand up straight like this. However, as you can see, at least these are quite wobbly. What we can do about that is simply attach a block like this on the back, or even like that if you need more support. And therefore, we're going to just turn these over. Then we're going to do it like this. Just take out 3 blocks and the glue, our best friend in this whole DIY. Oh, let me open it up. It is still stuck again. Just at the top section, not at the rest. Okay, the nozzle is free, clear to go. Just attach some glue. Let that set in for a couple of minutes. Don't forget to close your cap again. And if you want to divide the glue better, I suggest doing this. Just gently rub the blocks against each other, or dab. Wait a few seconds and then apply them to your frame or your door or whatever project you're making. Here you see how the DIY turned out for today. I have 3 barn doors with some greenery upon its letters. You can totally make this for every kind of season, for every kind of decor, just the way as you want it. And now they can stand up. You can also attach them together, but I really like to have it this way. We hope you had fun watching this video. If you did, don't forget to push the like button. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to write us a comment in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye!